My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Into the Breach. It's time to go into our second island, the island of the RST Corporation. They are terraforming specialists. RST has turned the environment against the Vec and nearly destroyed their island in the process. So it's a desert with mountainous ranges, plains, and also it looks like sand dunes. The threat scanner tells us about a bunch of Vec that we have not correctly identified yet. RST Corporation head office. You won't find me as gullible as my department heads. Whatever time traveler nonsense you claim, it's your firepower that we need. Well, Restricted Area and Kern's Folly both have the best rewards, so you know what we gotta do. Let's drive those Vec back. Alright, so we've got a Beetle with 2 movement, who has a 1 damage charge. That charge pushes though, so yikes. We've also got 2 4 health alpha scrabs. Oh shit, they have 3 damage on an artillery lob. Yikes. And we've got a standard hornet. Okay, good. At least that one's normal. So for our positioning, we've got to protect that robotics lab. That's not that difficult. It's got some damage mountains around it, but shouldn't be that difficult to protect. I really want to be able to draw them over to the water so that I can dunk them in it. So I'm going to start there, and... Gosh, I haven't got like a large backline to work with, so here, I guess? Ugh, I'm not pleased with this. Okay. Mm-hmm. So this guy is targeting my Clara Kirk, the cannon mech. But the good thing that we have to our advantage here is that if Coral just moves 1 over and fires against this sand tile, we can line up this Beetle to be out of position and this Alpha Scrab to be out of position. So we can actually negate 2 of the possible building attacks this turn. I think we should start with that, because that's always going to happen. Gotta remember, we do have this Aegon Mortar, but we don't have anything to do with it yet. Unfortunately, this will not deal damage to either of them. But then this is going to charge forward. Hang on, let's look at the attack order. Okay, so you attack first. Then the charging, what are you called again? Beetle? The charging Beetle will charge forwards. It will run into the Alpha Scarab, dealing 1 damage and push you back. If Ryan actually punches here as well, then that Alpha Scarab is only going to have 3 HP left, so it's going to go down to 2 from the Beetle running into you. Let's undo that move, because I might move here so that I can clear the way for Clara to take a shot. Yeah, that's how it goes. Alright. I've got to get some of these stronger units off the field as quickly as I can. Beautiful. And then I take that Titan Punch. Everyone misses and 1 kill occurs. Beautiful. Miss. Kill. And miss. Beautiful. We do have to take down the other Alpha Scarab as quickly as we can. Ooh, and we're probably going to have to take down that explosive Scion first as well. They are grouping nicely, though. So if Ryan moves over here and punches the Blast Scion, this is the Blast Scion that he is giving Explosive Decay. A passive effect to all other Vec. They will explode on death, dealing 1 damage to adjacent tiles. So that's handy in some situations where it's going to have them damage each other, but in other situations, it's going to have them damage me or my buildings. So there's a couple options here. I get to deal 3 damage again this turn with the combat mech, and that is by punching either the Beetle or the Blast Scion, because the Beetle will run into the Alpha Scarab, deal 2 damage to itself, 1 damage to the Alpha Scarab. Alright, alright, alright. I may actually end up taking the same shot I took last time. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Because it causes a collision and it prevents a combat there. Alright, and then this does 3 damage. Let's undo that move for a second because I haven't figured out a way to prevent this Alpha Scarab from attacking. Okay, so we've got 2 targets. These 2 in particular, who are still about to hit something. I can prevent 1 hit by going for Ryan's hit against the Beetle running into the Alpha Scarab. But then I can't deal 2 damage to the Alpha Scarab in any fashion. Unfortunately, if I have Ryan come down here to kill the Blast Scion, then I can't prevent the Beetle. Oh, but that doesn't matter, does it? Because the Beetle does 1 damage. No, wait, but it would still be doing 1 damage against the building. Right, of course. Is there any different move I could have made with my artillery mech? Because the artillery mech, it's worth noting, did 2 damage and also displaced the target from hitting a building, which is quite significant. So I could displace, with no damage, 1 of the spawns. That's not great. Hang on, how much movement have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you've only got 4. So I wouldn't even be able to stand where the Scion is currently standing. So even killing that Scion first isn't an option. I mean, I do have the smoke drop that I can still do, but I'm kind of terrified of using that right now because there's so many things on the map. I really want to be able to use as much damage as I can. No, I'm fine because of the explosions. If I leave the Blast Scion alive, it'll explode there. It'll deal 1 damage to the Alpha Scarab. I can then just move Clara over and kill the Blast Scion, which will also kill the final. I forgot about the explosive effect. Okay, so that's an Alpha Firefly and a normal Firefly. That's totally fine. They can just be positioned differently. It'll be okay. Don't worry about the mountains. We'll bring them down. Right. Yes. Crumbs. I do have to take down 2 mountains if I actually want to be able to get this bonus. This Alpha Firefly does 3 damage and has 5 HP. That is a lot of HP. I'm not going to be able to displace it to put it into smoke. How am I going to deal with that? I've half a mind to stand here, punch it 1 down. It takes 2 damage, but it also blocks a Vec from spawning in the next turn. What is the problem with that? Well, the problem with that is I'm taking 3 damage on a mech, right? So 1 more damage is dead. But more than that, the problem seems to be that there's no way that I kill 2 mountains right now. Because there's so few actions I can take. And unless an action is going to do something about one of these enemies and also take out a mountain, I can't really justify doing it. There is one other possibility if I desperately want to take down 2 mountains. And that is, I use my smoke drop this turn. I should probably stand to prevent a spawn. Use my smoke drop, and then both the artillery mechs just go for mountains. And then I have to deal with 5 enemies on the map at the same time next turn. This is risky as hell, but I'm gonna... Well, 4 enemies on the map at the same time. This is risky as hell, but I'm gonna do it. Alright, 2 mountains down. Now I need to kill 2 enemies next turn and have nothing take damage. Well, none of my buildings. Alright, that's targeting an enemy. That's targeting an enemy. That's targeting a friend! Holy shit! Alright, cool. This is awesome. This Firefly only deals 1 damage. I mean, alright. So let's think about it. The Alpha Firefly is going to kill this Hornet as long as I move out of the way. Is there any way I can have that Alpha die? Almost certainly not. Okay. Well, let's first use the Missile Barrage because it's the most damage I'm ever going to deal with that. And it's going to guarantee that this other Firefly also kills this Hornet. But in the wrong timing, unfortunately. Which means I should probably just do those 2 kills manually. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, those last couple turns were rough. I'm going to turn the audio down just a little because it looks like it's actually peaking over the top of my voice occasionally. Also, let's look at our achievements. Ramming speed. Kill an enemy 5 or more tiles away with a dash punch. We need to upgrade our combat mech to the point that we can do that dash punch. Well done. Normally I would welcome stable ground in any part of the RST. If not for that stable landmass that benefits the VEC. Alright, plus 2 mech HP has been what we've unlocked on the combat mech. That's not really what I wanted, but yeah, 5 HP. Not half bad. We did get a reactor core there as well. So if there's someone who has 1 reactor to get something awesome, I should give it to them. I don't really... I'm struggling to find the positioning to get Aegon Mortar to be good. I've only had it for 1 match. I shouldn't judge it yet. I think I'm going to hold off on installing this reactor core until I can either get dash or get +1 damage on the Missile Barrage. It's only usable once a battle, but doing 2 damage to everything on the map is ridiculous. All right, let's go for this. There's some water in the middle of the map as well. Awesome. This site holds 2 warheads designed by a temporal physicist, Dr. Renfield, utilizing your breach technology. And you said you don't believe in time travel. RST was deemed the safest place to test them. Kern's Folly is a high threat detected, 2 for defending the prototype Renfield bombs, and 1 for protecting the coal plant. None of those targets can web me, but if one of them decides to go here, they'll block my movement severely, so I'm not going to have the combat mech start there. Although that's definitely what I initially considered. So I'm obviously hoping to be able to dunk a couple of these. You're going to get dunked so hard. Gosh. Alright, this Alpha Scarab does 3 damage. Please tell me it's attacking. It is attacking before the Hornet. Alright, so I can just move here, punch that Alpha Scarab, it moves 1 down, it kills the Hornet before the Hornet attacks. So that's a really easy cleanup for myself. Now, 1 shot just does knock you into the drink. Are there any other ways of accomplishing this that are better? I don't believe so. Alright. Now with this Firefly, I'm thinking I move over here. Knock you to attack nothing. Okay, Firefly attacks, then Alpha Scarab attacks, killing the Hornet before the Hornet attacks. Now, we've only got 3 enemies to deal with this turn, but we're going to have 3 enemies spawning the turn after, likely. Again, thankfully, no webbing. So I can just punch that Alpha Scarab for the kill. That's no problem. The problem we're going to have is this beetle. How are we going to handle this beetle? I mean, the beetle only does 1 damage, so we can leave the beetle on the map for a while. Oh, there's another option. Yeah, there's another pretty obvious option. All right. I'll go kill you. Then Clara comes down here, which also gets her some better positioning. And then I knock you not only to block that spawn, but in the path of the beetle. Actually, the beetle is going to block that spawn. Now, unfortunately, this does mean that we're going to have a lot of spawns on the final couple turns. Oh no, the spawn isn't blocked. Beautiful. Although also not beautiful. It's probably an AoE attack type of turn. So these Renfield bombs, how much damage can they take? 1 each. Crumbs. So we have a building, a Renfield. So we've only got 2 attacks we actually need to prevent this turn, really. If we want to think about it like that. We've only got 2 attacks we actually need to prevent. And if I can end a turn with someone standing on this, then I'm actually kind of safe. Also, keeping my smoke drop for the final turn is going to give me the flexibility to deal with pretty much anything that could occur. So first things first, I'll eat your brains, then I'm going to start rocking gold teeth and fangs, because that's what a motherfucking monster do. Hairdresser from Milan, that's a monster do. But second, I'm probably going to want to drop the artillery mech's bomb here, because it's going to have this Firefly run into me, deal 1 damage to each of us, killing the Firefly, and it'll kill this beetle, drowning it, protecting my civilian building. So I've ended the turn with doing 2 capable... 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, no, that's 100% what we're doing. Kills 2 units, frees me up to walk all the way up here and kill this 1 unit. I extremely did that in the wrong order. We'll do all the exact same thing, but we're also going to be doing that, so... It's there, right? Yeah, it's there. Beautiful. Had to make sure I didn't ruthlessly balls that up at the very final second. And I'm actually going to let the second last one spawn just because it's more experience. We're just farming enemies right now. Alright, I don't think we're going to be farming this enemy. I think we're going to have to... How are we going to displace you? Oh, crumbs. Alright, does my artillery mech have buildings immune? No, you don't. Crumbs. And here I thought I was just gonna bank some experience this turn. Well, alright, let's actually just bank some experience this turn. So that's how I move. You shoot... no. Crumbs. You punch... You move, you shoot, this one dies, and then this one just gets pushed out of position by the Artemis. Yeah. I'll use the multi-explosive just for fun. Alright, so we do have 1 survive the end of that turn. But they just deal some damage to the mountains and then disappear. They have been detected leaving the area. Awesome. So that's 2, like, hard missions that we just aced there. Feeling pretty good about that. We've also got our power grid completely full. And now, anytime we get extra power, it is going to add on to our grid defense. So, RST... Razor Shore... I kind of want to do Blackrock, because every time I've done a Terraformer mission... Number 1, they're quite awesome and fun, and they have a really cool mechanic in them. But every time I've done a terraformer mission, there has been a time pod drop, and I don't know if that's something that just consistently happens, or if it's just a coincidence that keeps occurring to me. Well, let's try it. Our terraforming technology is one of the best weapons against buried Vec hives. We've got to defend the terraformer and terraform the grassland back to desert. So you can see here we have a terraformer and all this grassland around it. And it has an action to, on any north, south, east, west, like any direct side of it, it can target a 2x3 grid and destroy everything on it and turn it into desert. It's really cool. So you usually spend the entire game here just positioning the enemies to be in the way of that when it destroys the earth. Yep, there's a time pod. I don't know. Maybe it's just always like that. That's not good. I can have Clara come down here, pick up the time pod so I don't have to worry about it, and shoot this Firefly. The Firefly will take 1 damage, it'll run against the wall, and its attack will be blocked. Yeah, that's probably the best I'm going to be able to do against that this turn. Because the Terraformer almost certainly targets left just so that I can kill this Hornet. Is there any way I could guarantee the kills? Not really. Alright, it's just Terraform left. Destroys that entire space, and you know Ryan Pearson's going for that kill. I'm also going to move Coral into a better position so that she can more easily traverse the map. Okay, targeting downwards looks really good right now. The problem is that's explosive because of the Blast Scion. This Hornet is explosive, which means that upon dying, it will deal 1 damage to the Terraformer, which I'm trying to protect. What are you... Oh, you're also trying to charge the Terraformer. That's not good. I can cancel this this Alpha Beetle's attack quite easily, in fact. Just drop a bomb directly on it. It's probably Ryan goes here, punches this Blast Scion. No, it's not. It's so not! Oh, wow. Okay, it's actually Coral comes over here. Ryan comes down here. Coral knocks that Blast Scion down. It dies at the same time as all of its friends, so none of them are explosive when they die. Then Ryan punches this unit, preventing it from dealing any damage. Is there a better way to do that? No, because Ryan wouldn't have had the movement. Alright. So I can't deal 2 damage, which was my plan. I was going to move Clara there and deal 2 damage. This is kind of unfortunate because I don't want Clara to be standing here because it's kind of a bum position to be standing in. That's okay. Perfect. I'm going to be attacking that way anyway. Awesome. The Terraform is actually going to save us there. That's really good. 1000% that was going to happen. Think that's impressive? Wait until you see an RS Team Earth Mover in action. I hope that's a type of mech. So there's going to be 3 things spawning next turn. I could just lower that. I think I will. So I'm a Clara stand there just so that there's only 2 things spawning next turn. Because we win the turn after. Yeah, we're done. I mean, this has to target upwards, and I'm not going to be able to reposition anything into its way, so we'll do that. Terraform the grass back to the desert. We win that. I don't think there's any way here to deal all of the damage. Like, I can prevent any damage happening. That's not even difficult. Hang on. There's a way. All right, this is cool as fuck. All right, you push there. Now I am going to punch you down. Oh no, one of them's gonna kill the other one before. Ah well. I don't think there was a way to kill both of them anyway. Ah, I forgot they don't simultaneously fire. It's like the core component of this game, that turn ordering thing. I just forgot it. Losing our island's greenery in this way is something I can endure if it means it won't be despoiled by the Vec. It was actually our goal? Okay, rock launcher. Throw a rock at a chosen target. The rock remains as an obstacle. Deals 2 damage. Seems to be range. Default is 1 energy in order to get it active. Alright, I mean, you do have a second thing, actually. Hang on. That smoke drop is really useful to stall, though. And I really want that missile barrage upgraded. This is difficult. Got to admit, this is difficult. I actually want to just double install to upgrade that mech and the missile barrage rather, and not install the rock launcher. But the rock launcher seems like such a powerful thing used correctly. What if I drop the Aegon mortar, pick back up buildings immune, you take that, and then you take the smoke drop? I think that's the only way I can feel even slightly good about doing this. That said, I really want the upgraded missile barrier, like hard, like 2 damage to everything on the field. So the rock power launcher wouldn't even be powered yet. Rock launcher's not going to be powered yet. I need that. Let's go for the scrapyard. Defend the Earth Mover and kill at least 7 enemies. I think I can get that done. One of our Earth Movers is filling in a chasm created by malfunctioning stabilizers. Make sure it stays in one piece. Here's the Earth Mover here. It has no movement and it is stable, so it cannot be pushed. And it turns nearby chasms into normal ground. Perfect. So a lot of this looks like we're going to be sinking enemies for the start of this, and then just trying to position ourselves in the later parts. Because the chasms aren't going to be there anymore. Okay. Well, at least we've got one easily sinkable enemy. Can be sunk by nearly any means, in fact. If only there was one way to push this guy up. But short of using the Artemis ranged weapon, I can't do that. And I want to push it up so that then I can use the Artemis ranged weapon here in order to dunk both of them. See, this guy has 4 HP, so it's worth dunking him. Because any dunk action is going to be more effective than trying to outright kill him. Oh, crumbs! Hang on! This guy will actually charge into a chasm and die. So that means our turns are... do that. Force you to charge into a chasm and die, and then I actually just stand here and punch that hornet. Awesome. That's an easily killable hornet. I really want to kill both of these enemies this turn. But I can't see a way to do it. Because we need 3 damage down here. Oh, no. I can do it. I can do it. But it puts Coral really out of position. It would be push across. Oh, I can put Coral less out of position if I do this. There we go. Get in the drink. Unauthorized Vec emerged on RST Island surface. Am I to believe that there are authorized Vec? I think now's about the time where I want to use my Missile Barrage. Yeah, because I haven't got good positioning to attack both of these. And if I'm using Missile Barrage, I may as well position myself better first. Now, unfortunately, there is nothing I can do about that beetle because I can't deal 2 damage to it in any fashion right now. If I move here and use the Titan Fist for that kill... No, that was wrong. That was wrong. I was thinking I'll be able to deal 1 damage to this beetle, but if I'm in the same line as it, I'm already screwed trying to do that. I could deal 1 damage to that beetle as well as deal 1 damage to the artillery mech and block myself. I don't know if I want to block myself. I could actually just drop the smoke bomb. Prevent your attack this turn. You only have 2 movement, so I actually want to prevent you from getting up here, because as soon as you're up here, you're a bull in a china shop. You're going to be able to kill anything easily. So yeah, I'm gonna cancel your attack there. Alright, everything's Earth now. Perfect. Easy. Easy as pie, the number that is. Like, as soon as I move out of position here, I'm safe. So. Just gonna kill everything except for this Alpha Firefly because it's got too much HP to kill. I need some damage somewhere. It's starting to become very obvious that my weapons don't really deal that much damage. Because when an enemy with a bunch of HP turns up, I'm like, all right, how do I get an instant kill on it? Because I'm not going to be able to work through it with just the hits. Drawn out by your offensive against the Vec, the Hive leader is assaulting the capital. There's got a Firefly leader all the way down here. A Vec monstrosity is assaulting our tower. We rely on you this final time to help us. Is there any adjustment I want to make to my mech first? I could take away your movement to charge your rocket launcher. But I think your movement's super important. If you had +1 move instead of +2 mech HP, I would be so happy. But you don't, and I'm not. Buildings immune is going to be too important for this. I can't take that back. Alright. Alright. See what you got, you monstrous firefly. Does 4 damage by launching goo projectiles in 2 directions. So it doesn't look like it can, like, unless it's standing here, it doesn't look like it can threaten 2 buildings at the same time, which is super handy. Mm-hmm. Let's think about this for a second, because there's actually a really big problem that's just posed. And that is, this guy moves left, moves right, is gonna charge into a building. Or, if I let him charge straight forward by moving him up or down, he's gonna be in this position, and suddenly he can destroy a building with ease. There's no way that I will be able to deal 4 damage to him in that turn, in a way that is move effective. So how do I prevent this beetle from doing that? I think the only way that I can prevent that beetle from doing that is by absorbing that hit myself. The problem then becomes who absorbs that hit, because this firefly is on 2 HP, it's next to a mountain, I can punch it and the mountain, deal 3 damage, perfect. So, like, Ryan standing here going for that hit works. Do I just have my combat mech move over, punch you? I mean, I'm assuming I'm probably going to do that, because... Oh no, I'm standing there. I can actually block this spawn and have that mech move over. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be doing... I'm gonna be doing that anyway, right? So why not benefit from it while I'm doing it? Now you deal 3 damage, which is a problem. Which means I just have to ignore you, in which case I'm not doing anything with my cannon? Was there a better sequencing of last turn? No, because any shot I would have taken would have pushed the firefly anyway. Yeah, and just created its own problems. Guess I just have to accept that we're not doing any damage to the firefly this turn. Like, there is the possibility of using the missile barrage this turn and then killing this Beck, but then this is dealing damage. Yeah, I can't do that. That's really rough. At least we've blocked 1 spawn here, so we can try and get a better next turn, but the turn after is going to be rough. I really don't want to block another spawn, but this is the perfect opportunity to do that. Just stand here, punch you against the wall. I think I saved my missile barrage for next turn. Which means that since you're going for a lobbing shot, you know what? I do save my missile barrage for next turn. Which means I'm doing this. Knocking you out of the way and knocking you out of the way. Now, you're on 1 HP, you're on 2 HP, and you're on 5. But that means the missile barrage dealing 2 damage to all enemies, assuming, like, at least one of these is a Hornet, is going to put us back on reasonable footing. Oh yeah, because I moved both of you, you targeted one another. I forgot that that was possible. The missile barrage this turn only really, like, kills one target? And it's a target that was going to die anyway? So you're attacking upwards. Which means that I should block you here. Go for this shot. It explodes, dealing another damage over. Can stand here pushing you across. Now you're going to kill the Scion for me. And then by punching you, I can just get you entirely away from me. So I'm actually using the blast effect of the blast effect to my advantage there. Although it didn't really deal significant damage. We're covered. Fuck yes. This is awesome. And we're actually going to be able to kill the enemy, which is something we haven't really done before. Yeah! Oh, yes! That was awesome! Achievement, Good Samaritan. I must admit that was an impressive performance. We will rest easier knowing the Vec monstrosity no longer infects our island. I also got an achievement for Perfect Island. Do not fail, never mind. You have completed every mission on RST. Despite the odds, you've earned my respect, Rift Walkers, and everything that we can offer. We can choose between Death Shrapnel, fire a non-damaging projectile that pushes tiles around the target. I mean, it's a projectile rather than an artillery, so it only goes direct. I do not want that. Overpower the grid, so we can get +4 grid defense. Or we could take Garner. Deploy anywhere on the map, damaging adjacent enemies, and skills +1 mech move. We are taking Garner. And Garner is now my new pilot for the combat mech. Because the combat mech can now just land in the middle of, smack dab in the middle of all of the enemies, which is so much better for their maneuverability, and already has an extra move. So I don't have to put anything into that extra move. I do lose the mech reactor that would be given to us by using Ryan Pearson, but still. Come on. +2 mech HP. I may as well just change Clara out for Ryan now. Because 1 extra mech move on the artillery is actually quite good. Alright, so this now means that I need a couple power generators, reactors. Rocket Fist. Punch an adjacent tile. Upgrade to launch as a projectile. Move myself back. Move someone forward. Not necessary. Cluster. Protect the tile by damaging and pushing adjacent tiles. Fly over targets whilst dropping smoke. Self-destruct. Mech explodes, killing self and dealing damage to any adjacent mech. Right. We'll sell the Aegon Mortar because we're not using it. Also sell Clara because we're not using her. I'm actually considering that what we should probably do here is just get 4 reactor cores. Yeah. Oh, right, yes, you've got an extra reactor, because of course you do. Should help me compete with the Vec toe-to-toe. I do need to get that dash, and I need preemptive strike, so I think we go... You've got +1 mech move, though. I don't think I need to give you anything. I think actually what I do here is I install this and give you your rock launcher. And then once I've completed the achievement for the dash, I take the dash off and then give it to the +1 damage in the rock launcher. For the moment, though, let's leave the island. As I say, my name has been Rhapsody. That has been the VST Corporation Island. I have completed 2 islands and unlocked the pinnacle of robotics. In future games, I will be able to visit any unlocked island in any order. Isn't that excellent? Thank you, Into the Breach. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There is a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future, and hopefully we will see you next time.